Hello, welcome to Your Health, Wealth and Happiness. I'm your host, Sana. Today on the show, we will be talking about the ongoing pandemic, COVID-19. Today, we are going to break down some of the truths and myths about this deadly disease with our guest today, Dr. Sadiq. Well, doctor, let's start with the basics. What exactly is COVID-19?
Thank you for having me. I will definitely let a lot of audience know that what COVID-19 is. It's a strand of coronavirus. Coronaviruses are a large family of viruses that cause illness somewhere from the common cold, or it goes really intense respiratory illnesses. So that is what actually is a coronavirus. It's not new, it was there, but this is a new strand we are facing.
So what is the best way to protect oneself?
Everybody's talking about that, and I think all of the audience knows what is the most important. Washing your hands is the most important thing one can do with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, especially when you are in a public places, and also when you are blowing your nose or coughing or sneezing. Make sure that you wash your hand. That's the very important thing. Cover your face with the mask, and if mask is not available, use any cloth and cover your face. And also stay away from sick people, and if you are sick, make sure you are home and you are not in public places.
I see. Well, let's talk about some common myths about COVID-19. Quite a few people claim that climate has an effect on this disease. Is that true?
Actually, not really, unfortunately. Everybody was talking about that maybe hot weather will come and we will have less cases. That is not the case. COVID is already in those countries where the weather was very hot. COVID is in the countries where the weather was very cold. So not really. It's like, it can be anywhere and everywhere. At this time, a lot of people don't know what exactly is happening and with this new virus.
Yes, that is really important. Well, can I get the virus from shaking hands with people?
Sure. That's the actually very common, way of transmission. So we can actually avoid shaking hand. Also, when we are touching the nose and eyes, and generally we should not be actually touching our body parts. And then if we are doing it, make sure that we wash the hands and we don't transmit to other people. Keep the distance. That's very important, because when we talk, sometimes droplets come from our mouth. So make sure that we have a reasonable distance. People are saying 6 feet, but you can have even a reasonable distance.
I see. So we have heard some stories about people spraying sanitizer or alcohol all over their body. Will this work against COVID-19?
Not really, because alcohol or chlorine spraying on your body can be dangerous. You can do it on the surfaces, you can do it on the tables and the chairs and the instruments and other places. Use these things appropriately. You should have a proper guidance to use these things, not on your body, because if it goes to your eyes, that can be dangerous. If you are inhaling it, this chlorine in an inappropriate amount, that can be dangerous. So make sure that you are safe and sound.
Okay, now I have heard that hand dryers are a good way to kill the disease. Is this true?
Not really. It's going to actually make it your virus. If virus is on our hand, the best way to get rid of the virus is wash your hand with soap water and do it for 20 seconds, not like quickly. But if we are drying it up, it's actually not really removing the virus from your hand, so it's not going to help.
I see.
But you can wash your hand and then dry it.
You're absolutely right. Now I have to ask, are any antibiotics doing anything to treat or prevent the disease?
Actually, antibiotics are usually for the bacteria, not for the viruses. But this is a very strange time, and a lot of people are learning new things, and they really don't know a lot of things about this virus. Some people are saying some of the antibiotics like Zithromax does have some antiviral capabilities. Researchers have shown that. So people are using those also as a first line treatment, Zithromax with some other treatment. But on the other hand, on the other note, when people are sick and they are infected with viruses, but then they get also bacterial infection. So if we are giving them antibiotics, they at least get their bacteria get treated. So now they are a little stronger to fight the viruses. That is where antibiotic does help also.
I see. Now, is there currently a vaccine in production?
At this time, no, but a lot of companies all over the world are working on this vaccine, and actually it will take some time, months or years, because they have to do the trial on humans. So once they will do the trials and make sure it is safe, and it takes some time to develop, unfortunately.
Okay. Now, I have a silly little question for you. Can COVID be transmitted by mosquito bites?
Actually, it's not a silly question. Yes, it can be, because the earlier strains of viruses were transmitted in the past by mosquitoes. So what happened is, with this new virus, at this time they don't know about this, that it is really getting transmitted by mosquitoes or not, but the past coronaviruses of different strands were getting transmitted. So yes, it can be transmitted, but they're still not 100% sure about that.
I see. Now, do you have any closing remarks for our audience?
Yes, first of all, I would convey this message to all the listeners that please be safe. Do simple things which can make a huge difference in your life. Wash your hands again and again. Stay away from the public places. Make sure that if you are sick, keep yourself at home. Don't go in the public places. Wear mask. That's very, very important. The second thing is, keep yourself hydrated. Your body has to be healthy enough to fight this virus. So build your immunity. How to build the immunity? Eat healthy. As I always say, eat protein, vegetable and fruit. Those are the important things you have to take in appropriately. Make sure your body is strong. And some food items will build your immunity. And those are, I always talk about honey. That's very, very important. Black seeds are important. Vegetables and fruit, as I said earlier. Then also, how to reduce your inflammation. Some food items can reduce the inflammation. And two most important are turmeric. A lot of people are using turmeric these days. That will reduce the inflammation. And also cloves. You can have the couple of 2-3 cloves in the warm water and drink it with 1 teaspoon of honey. That will really, really help you. So be safe.
Well, doctor, thank you. I think that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
That's it for this installment of Your Health, Wealth, and Happiness. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and for more information, head over to yourhwh.com. We'll see you next time. Until then, stay healthy, stay happy, live better.